trust me. Trust me, baby, trust me. Trust me, baby, trust me. I don't mind. Trust me, baby, trust me. Trust me, baby, trust me. Trust me, baby, trust me. I don't mind.
Travis Scott. Call your friends, let's get drunk. 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 Hey! Call your friends, let's get drunk. Call your friends, let's get drunk. Call your friends, let's get drunk. Call your friends, let's get drunk.
12 more hours left for us in a day. I've been drinking all day. I've been floating all day. Bring your ass over here now. You know where, how I stay. I've been gone for some time now. I just want a little taste. Mix, go.
Call your friends, let's get drunk.
Sip it slow.
Call your friends, let's get drunk.
Cold now, froze. Come on over, get drunk.
Damn girl, I'll be up late. If you want, you can meet me at the studio. Let's get drunk. Yeah, I've been drinking all night. Take a shot. All we got is Don Julio. Yeah, I'm guessing this is new to you. Think about all the things that I would do to you. Them lips on fire, and them hips don't lie, girl. I just wanna see what that booty do. Let's lose each other's mind. Let's make each other's night. Take advantage of time while we both intertwine. Girl, I want you on the rocks, no chaser. Be sure to drink it all, won't waste you. I know you stay sober. I'm sure a few drinks won't phase you. Call your friends, let's get drunk. Holla. Call your friends, let's get drunk. 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 Wrestling mama for a week, and she did it for free. Call your friends, let's get drunk. Yeah, that thing wet, baby. I need ski. Call your friends, let's get drunk.
All right, guys. Welcome to the EV Edge. It's Monday, February 24th, 11:30 in the morning. As you guys see here, if you guys are not on TikTok, if you're on YouTube or Twitch or Twitter, we're sweating out an esports play right now for a 6x. So we're gonna obviously go over plays. I'm gonna most likely have this up during stream as well, just so that we're able to watch. If you're somebody who's in the Dub Club and sweating this play out with us. We have another one on Prize Picks, I believe, that I think is on its final leg. I think it's later in the day, though. I'm not sure. But yeah, we're going to go over some value. We have, I think, a good slate today. Yeah, we got a pretty good slate today for basketball. Haven't been able to get the TikTok up just yet. So if you guys are over on TikTok and you don't see a video, it's being edited. I believe it's actually already ready. I just wasn't able to upload it before we went live. So we're going to do kind of just the usual. We're going to have the esports on in the background watching that. If anyone's curious, I believe the line that we have, it's for this guy down here. I don't even know how you pronounce that. Q-Kurt or Key-Kurt? I don't know. I think he's at 6 kills right now, or 5 kills maybe. I think we have his over 26.5. So he definitely needs to do a little bit more to get on pace. But yeah, we got a good slate today, so hopefully we're able to get some cashes. I'm going to be completely transparent with you guys, and if you're somebody who's in the Dub Club and you're watching this, we haven't had the greatest stretch over the last 4 or 5 days. I think it's been less than that. Maybe it's like 3 days. But it's a little frustrating for me whenever I see new people join the community, and I think it's awesome, and I'm excited to see the new faces. And then we kind of, not necessarily a cold streak, but we just don't have like a 25x, which is what everybody wants. And whenever we don't get those, then people think that like, oh, he's like, you know, he's not a good bettor. He doesn't know what he's doing, all that stuff. So hopefully the TikTok video that I posted in a little bit should hopefully clear some of that up. But I'm also working on a couple of articles, just kind of typing up exactly what positive EV is, and then also kind of just breaking down the numbers to hopefully give you guys a better understanding of, you know, okay, this isn't something that's like a short-term thing, it's a long-term thing. Hopefully it allows you to change your mindset on it a little bit. So I'm uploading those. Yesterday, I also just created a new channel in the Discord, which is free to join, by the way. I can go ahead and drop that link in the chat for you guys, whether you're on TikTok or if you're over on, you know, Twitter or anything. You can go ahead and drop this in the chat. I'm going to pin that. All right, so I pinned that in the TikTok. And then if you guys are watching on Twitch or YouTube, you guys will also have that link. So that's for the Discord. The Discord is free to join, okay? And one of the new channels that we just added yesterday, right here, betting terminology, okay? Let me see. I'm trying to keep up with where's the prize pick above from? This was from a few days ago. The 25x was from a few days ago. So the last like 2-3 days haven't been too great. But anyways, we added this this channel right here. I know I'm super zoomed in, but just so you guys are able to see, terminology channel for those of you guys who may be brand new to it, or even just brand new to positive EV. A lot of terms in here that we use frequently in the Discord that you might want to see what the definition is. Again, this is a free channel. You guys are able to see this whether you are a Dub Club member or not. So definitely, you know, I recommend that. How do you feel about round robins? That's a great question. So everything that I say, as long as it's positive EV, I am all for it. I have seen positive EV round robins. You know, essentially, if you have 3 different props that are all positive EV and you feel like running round robins with it, that's totally fine with me. I personally prefer to just run straight parlays or straight bets themselves. But I mean, I would be totally for like round robins if you're doing like, I think last year I saw quite a bit of round robins with anytime home run props, because those already are like, you know, plus 300, plus 400, and round robining, I guess that's how you call it that. But yeah, doing round robins with those, that's something that I wouldn't say I recommend, but like if you feel like doing those, that's definitely something you can look into. Yeah, MLB is right around the corner. I'm super stoked for it. We are going to make a lot of money. And yeah, super excited for that. But definitely check this out. This is in the Discord, like I said, just a terminology channel. It's all alphabetically as well. It organized it alphabetically, so hopefully that helps you guys see a little bit. All right, let's get into some plays. A ton of plays from this morning with the bot, which again has been absolutely killer. If you guys don't know what that bot is, that's also going to be kind of talked about in one of the videos that, or not video, but one of the articles that I'm going to be posting soon, which hopefully these articles are able to turn into YouTube videos, which you guys can watch if you're more of a visual person or you just don't really like to read. But I'll go break down the numbers. But essentially what this is, so this is our positive EV sportsbook bot. If you guys don't know anything about this, if you're on TikTok, you guys obviously can't see. This is brand new, start of January, so we're about 2 months in almost, and it's been absolutely killer for us. So what it does is it scans the market, it scans several different sportsbooks to figure out which sportsbooks have value, which have positive EV bets, and it'll list the prop, every information about the game, the odds, the fair market odds, the positive EV percentage, a recommended wager as well, which is huge. And it also shows you a little bit of what the rest of the market looks like. So it does show you those, you know, like for example, the one on the screen right now, Andrew Wiggins over 1.5 steals. It shows you that line on both Hard Rock, Caesars, BetOnline, Fliff, FanDuel, all that stuff. So it's essentially a tool just like you see on like a web browser, and we have incorporated it within the Discord. So what I always say is like you guys can be having talks about whatever in our VIP chat or our free chat, and go over to the very next page and get access to, you know, a ton of good value plays. So it's honestly it's a huge upgrade for the Discord, and we didn't change the price at all, which was awesome. So that's awesome to have in the Discord, as well as our bracket challenge, which we just uploaded our week 7 giveaway. So if you guys are a free member, you can also enter this. Essentially, how the bracket challenge works is you will have 16 people who are randomly selected that enter the giveaway, and they're set up in a bracket style, like a March Madness style bracket, facing off against one another. You guys are randomly seeded, and what you do is you will submit a 6-pick parlay on Prize Picks versus your opponent, and whoever's parlay does better advances to the next round. The winner of the whole thing gets a free month of Elite Tier, which is our highest membership that you can get, and then also gets a free entry to win up to $125 on Prize Picks. So yeah, it was pretty cool thing there that we're also doing as well. We're gonna go ahead and look at some of this value coming through. We just had a Prize Picks prop ping here. Donovan Clingan over 8.5 rebounds. You guys see the market there. You guys see the value. So in order for a prop to be profitable on Prize Picks, for a 6-pick flex, you have to at least get to that minus 138 mark. That's what I always look for. Here we have several different data points above that mark. FanDuel has it at minus 138, Bovada at minus 145, Hard Rock at minus 145 as well, BetOnline at minus 149, and then Caesars at minus 166. So really good prop here. That is, once again, Donovan Clingan over 8.5 rebounds on Prize Picks. We're going to leave that in the queue. It's possible for us to get 5 other props, but if not, you know, we'll do our best to just try to incorporate everything. I wouldn't be surprised if they bump this prop pretty soon, though. So we're going to go over to Bovada now. Some more value coming in over here. We're going to go to NBA, Denver versus Indiana. We're going to go to assists, and then we're going to look for Jokic over 10.5. Let's see. Where is Jokic? Okay, so yeah, they bumped this prop. No problem. We're able to just move on to the next one. Completely fine. We're going to go back to NBA, go to the Clippers and Pistons. Do I positive EV bet? Yes, that is all I do. It has been extremely profitable for me. As you guys see behind, we went up over 624 units in 2024. January, we went up 40 units, and we're also profitable in February as of right now, with a little bit less than a week left. I'll jam no. We have our own positive EV bot in the Discord that we use that essentially does the exact same thing at a fraction of the price. All right, we're going to go to Clippers and Pistons. We're going to look at points for Azar Thompson to get over 12.5 at plus 105. Yeah, okay, so they changed that line as well. Bovada's pretty quick to change. This one's posted a couple minutes ago on BetMGM if you have access to that. Nick Smith over 14.5 points at plus 130. That is a 2-unit recommended wager there. 5.33% positive EV. Just came across your page. Awesome, dude. I'm glad you're here. If you guys are into Prize Picks, if you're into Underdog, if you're into sports at all and placing money on sports, trying to be careful with the words that I use so I don't get banned. This isn't gambling advice. This is just educational to show you guys how to be profitable, and also if you want to join a community that has a passion and a love for sports and loves making money from it, you know, you've come across this page for a reason. So do I research them as well or just go off odds? Great question. I get that question a lot, and the main answer that I give, because it's just what I do, you can research like you're going to get positive EV plays in the Discord. You guys are able to research them yourselves. I don't, because I've gotten to the point where I understand that I value my time, and if I spend a lot of time researching each individual prop, there's a good chance that those props can then get bumped, especially if we're talking about Prize Picks and Underdog. So although, yes, you can do your own research if you want to back it up a little bit, you have to also understand that these multi-billion-dollar companies, the sports books, already do the research for you. They have their models. They make the lines based off of the research, taking into account every little detail that even you might not know. So all you have to do is just read the lines. Super simple. What are the locks? There are no locks. There are not any guaranteed picks. Don't ever trust anybody who tells you that there are locks, okay? When I start researching them, they get bumped so fast. Yeah, exactly. And the reason is because we are in a constant race against Prize Picks, against Underdog, against the sports books to try and get a specific line before they're able to adjust to where the market should have it, you know? So like even if we go back to Prize Picks right now, I'm shocked this is still up. There's a good chance that if I were to try to submit something, it would say, hey, your prop is bumped.
But this probably will get removed soon. All right, I'm trying to keep up with the esports. Paravision's up 11-5. Our dude still only has 8 kills though, which is not good. Hopefully Rush B wins this round. I think this is a little bit behind. No, it's not. Okay. Yeah, this could be sweaty. We might need overtime on that second map or something. All right, some more value coming in here. Hard Rock. Yesterday, I had an absolute day on Hard Rock because of the bot, which, again, you guys are able to see. Like, obviously, if I withdraw money, you guys will know. You guys won't be able to see on TikTok, but, like, for those of you guys watching on YouTube or Twitch or Twitter, you guys can see my bankroll like slowly go up. And, yeah, if there's a big decrease, there's a good chance that I've withdrawn money, but yesterday was awesome. I think 2 days before I went up about $1,000, and that's with all the limits that they placed on my account. Yeah, and if you're somebody wondering what does that mean? What do you mean they limit your account? Well, when you're a profitable person playing sports, they don't like that, even though they are already making a ton of money off the other 98% of people who lose. But they don't like when you're winning money. So what they do is they limit the amount of money that you can place on a specific prop. And yeah, that's what happens. Over here on FanDuel, Nurkic over 3.5 assists at plus 144 is a really good prop. 2 units on this one as a recommended wager, 5.59% positive EV. You guys could definitely put a little bit less on this if you'd like. It's still a great line, but that ESPN bet line is certainly heavily influencing this. As you guys see, the other 4 have this still about plus 110, plus 120. What's the free pick for today? How many units in January? Over 40 units. I think it's like 41, I think was the exact number. We also have, if you guys have any questions about my transparency or like how much money I've made, in the Discord, in the free Discord, we have a channel called Daily Recaps. We update it on a daily basis, or at least we try to. It is tracked everything daily, the amount of slips, the amount of pending units, the amount of units returned, all on a daily basis. So you guys are able to see the complete transparency of all the slips that I post. What do I think about the OddsJam Optimizer? It's good. It's also expensive. If you guys want something that does literally almost the exact same thing by scanning the market, comparing lines, and figuring out where those positive EV plays are, you guys can get in the Dub Club. That's included in the Elite Tier subscription, and it's for 12 different sportsbooks. So BetMGM, BetOnline, BetUS, Bovada, Caesars, DraftKings, ESPN Bet, FanDuel, Fliff, Hard Rock, and then PrizePicks and Underdog. If you guys have any of those, you should be in the Discord because you will be extremely profitable by tailing our bot that puts out positive EV plays for those sportsbooks. What app am I on? I'm on several apps. So I'm a Florida resident, so I don't have access to a ton of stuff, but I'm on PrizePicks and Underdog. I also post plays for Better, Parlay Play, Sleeper, all the DFS apps, Dabble, all those. And then our bot takes care of FanDuel, ESPN Bet, all the ones I just listed that are outside of that. I also use Hard Rock, which they've limited me like crazy for NBA, but I use them because that's available in Florida. And then also just like the offshore books, so like Bovada or BetUS or BetOnline. Those are all available really anywhere since they're offshore. It's not like a state thing. You guys just have to sign up with like Bitcoin or whatever. I don't know. We're going to go to Bovada, see if this is still up. Clippers and Pistons game still. We're going to go to rebounds for Cade Cunningham. We're looking for the under 5.5 at minus 105. This prop is still up. 4.62% positive EV. 2.5 units as a recommended wager. You guys see the rest of the market there. We're getting this at minus 105. Hard Rock, ESPN Bet, BetMGM, FanDuel, Caesars all have this between minus 135 and minus 145. So really solid prop there. Once again, that is Cade Cunningham under 5.5 total rebounds over on Bovada at minus 105. Do not take this anywhere else. If I'm telling you to take something, to take a prop, do not take it somewhere else, right? Don't take this prop on PrizePicks. A lot of people don't understand that PrizePicks is not a 50-50 shot. It's not over and under and then call it a day. Everything is math. There's math behind everything. So that over you're taking or that under you're taking, everything has math behind it, okay? In order to be profitable on PrizePicks, I always recommend to play 6-pick flexes because that is the most profitable slip type over time. You have to be hitting at an individual prop rate of at least 54.2% over time to be profitable, to have a return on investment, okay? We're going to go to FanDuel real quick. I'm interrupting myself, but we're going to go to FanDuel. We're going to go to the Heat and Hawks game tonight. We're going to go to points, and we're going to be taking Duncan Robinson over 10 plus points at plus 124, I think. Yeah. We're going to take it at plus 124. The bot pinged it at plus 126, so they slightly dropped this line. But as you guys see there, okay, they brought it back up to plus 126. Not really sure why. But we're going to be playing that. Duncan Robinson to get 10 plus points tonight. 7.85% positive EV. This is a 3-unit recommended wager if you're playing it straight. Caesars has this at minus 114. ESPN Bet, BetMGM both about the same. DraftKings around plus 100. Hard Rocket plus 110. So once again, really solid prop there. If you guys want to play this as a 2-man on FanDuel, that was Nurkic to get 4 plus assists, as well as Duncan Robinson to get 10 plus points. That's going to pay out about plus 451. And that's probably the highest payout you'll get when you look at the whole market. So another one. We're going to go to Underdog now. I know a lot of you guys are wanting to get streaks in and stuff, which I will post later. Underdog is extremely sharp now because of streaks. But one prop that is still on the board that our bot just pinged, Josh Giddey to get over 6.5 assists. In order for you to be profitable with 6-pick flexes on Underdog, I believe the number is minus 136 because there's a little bit more leniency just because their 5 for 6 pays out a little bit more than Prize Picks. But as you guys see, the other available lines, DraftKings at minus 160, Flip at minus 150, and then Caesars, ESPN Bet, BetMGM all about minus 140. I know I'm talking fast. I'm trying to just go through the value that we have. Those are both really good props, though. Josh Giddey over 6.5 assists on Underdog. And then on FanDuel, Duncan Robinson to get over 9.5 points at plus 126. Just joined the court. Awesome, dude. Great decision. And I'm really excited to hear about how your experience is. If you ever feel like telling me any feedback, whether that's good or bad, feel free to open up a support ticket and let me know. I'm always looking to better the server, for you guys. That's why I do it, to, hopefully have you guys have a good experience and be able to kind of access everything pretty easily. So feel free to let me know if you have any questions. We're working on the giving you guys more knowledge about positive EV. So that's what we're working on here down in this section, the betting resources. So yeah, let's go check on some. That sucks. Well, does it? Yeah, it kind of does. So first map, we have 10 kills, and I believe the line is 26.5. So we need 17 on map 2. Do you think there's max amount of picks I should place on one game on Prize Picks? If you're talking about a game, I would say no. My typical rule of thumb is I usually don't put more than a unit on a single prop. So if I'm taking, let's talk right now about Donovan Clingan. If I take his under 8.5 rebounds, right? Because we already had this as a positive EV play. If we take his over 8.5 rebounds, I'm always playing half a unit on my 6-pick flex slips. So there's a good chance that I probably wouldn't play that again at all. But if I do, I definitely wouldn't play it more than one other time. Just because then you're getting into overexposing on props. And if you're overexposing, then there's a good chance that that one prop could ruin several slips and ruin your day. So personally, I don't, recommend playing more than that. But when you're talking about a game, especially the days when we only have 3 games on, I have several props on a specific game. It's usually just not the same prop person that I try to avoid. Do I have a good 2-man NBA pick for Prize Picks? No, and there's really never going to be a shot for you to have a 2-pick parlay on Prize Picks, just because they do such a good job of limiting the positive EV picks that are even available for 6-mans, that a 2-pick is almost impossible. You pretty much need to have minus 163, I think, for you to have a 2-pick. How you explain everything so well and try to get everyone's questions. I love how you... Yeah, I mean, I try to. I know we don't have a ton of people in here, but I always try to answer questions, especially if you guys are Discord members, then it's like, we're only here live for about an hour. So like the other 23 hours of the day, I'm not on Discord 23 hours a day, but the rest of the time it's easier to contact me through there. And yeah, I mean, this whole thing is about hopefully being able to get you guys knowledge because, for me, like I've been in y'all's shoes before. Like for some of you guys who are in here now that are brand new to sports, and like Prize Picks and all of that. Like I was once in your shoes being like losing a ton of money, So Prize Picks, just bumped that Donovan Clingan prop, which was, expected. Do I like CS or NBA to profit on Prize Picks? Yeah, you can profit off both. NBA is definitely the most profitable just because there's the most markets available, but all of that stuff is profitable. As long as you're finding value with it, it can be. F yapping? That's funny. I'm just trying to give y'all some knowledge, just talking about it, DraftKings. We're going to go over to the Hornets and Kings game. We're going to go to DeMar DeRozan, over 4.5 assists. So 5+ at plus 160. They moved this line that much? Yeah, they did. Oh, that was posted a couple minutes ago. All right, I'm going to go back to the Bulls game on FanDuel. Do I only use Prize Picks? No. I use Prize Picks, Underdog, Better, Dabble, Parlay Play, Sleeper, all the DFS apps. And then we also have all the sports books as well in here. Paul George. Another good prop here on FanDuel. Paul George to score 20+ tonight. 3.45% at plus 118, 1.5 units on this. And you guys can see the rest of the market there. Remember, don't take that anywhere else. Just take it on FanDuel if you're going to take it. You won 13K yesterday. Awesome, dude. Congrats. How do you even look for a read when it comes to betting on the NBA? I can't seem to hit an NBA. Well, it's very simple, honestly. Positive EV is all I do, and that is the most profitable way. There's a good chance you get limited by Prize Picks or any sports books like I have, because when you're winning money, they don't like that, and they're going to limit you. But anyways, how do I look for a read? We have a bot that literally tells you what plays to take. It's like the easiest way if you're brand new to betting. Just like, I'm not trying to just sit here and plug like join the Discord. But again, at the end of the day, I'm literally giving you guys profitable winners right there at your fingertips, So there's no analysis that you have to do. It's all right there because at the end of the day, this is a numbers game, and a lot of people fail to understand that. 98% of people who are Prize Picks users or are DraftKings users, people who put money on sports, they're going to lose money over time. Okay, so I try not to sit here and act like I'm all high and mighty by being in that 2% of profitable people. But what I am trying to do is show you guys the knowledge of how to get to that point if you're not there already. Okay, so positive EV essentially is just using the market data from sportsbooks and the odds behind those to then leverage where you are playing your picks. There's several different ways, though. You can do positive EV. You can do arbitrage. There's a ton of stuff. So rough weekend for the Trident squad, but it's all about the long-term consistency. Yeah, absolutely, Ryan. I appreciate you for saying that just because I think a lot of people come in here and expecting me to say like, oh, we cashed out for $10,000 last night when like in reality, positive EV betting, you could have 6 red days in a row and then profit on the 7th day and then be up for the whole week because of the 25Xs or 20Xs or whatever. So especially on these long parlays, like long shot parlays, like the 6 pick that you guys see above me, like stuff like that. You guys have to be able to understand, it's a long-term game. This is an investment. It's not get rich quick. Everyone's asking for locks and stuff. Like, those don't exist. Why does the Prize Picks bit say take the under and then in the slate we bet? I don't know what that means. Making money off Discord or through bots it picks is crazy. Well, I mean, it's not like the bot is like AI generated where it's like just randomly selecting stuff. No, the bot essentially does the hard work for you by scraping the data from the market and then providing positive EV picks. It's a super simple process. What is EV short for? Expected value. So positive expected value betting. How much is the Discord? You guys can join for 99 cents in the link in my bio. The link in my bio will just take you to my Instagram, but you got to access the link through there, or you can just go to tridentdfs.com and see it there as well. Where's the Discord? I'll go ahead and copy it and paste it in the comments again. There we go. Why does the Prize Picks bot say take the under and then in the slate we bet the over? I'm not sure what you mean. If that's happened before, there's a good chance that the bot had pinged it earlier in the day, and then we end up taking the opposite side of it later in the night. And that happens because, you know, lines are going to change throughout the day, and there have been times before where we essentially get caught on the wrong side of odds flipping, meaning that like the under was minus 145, and we're able to take that under on Prize Picks, and then later in the day it's like minus 140 for the over, just based off of lineup alerts, injury news, all that stuff. That stuff happens. So they just bumped Duncan. It's not bumped on my screen. We're on FanDuel for Duncan. Don't forget that. We're not on Prize Picks. We're on FanDuel for that. I'm gonna show you guys this real quick if it's available, but you guys on TikTok aren't gonna be able to see this, but you guys everywhere else will. If we go to the Heat game and we try to take, let's say, well, this is an alt prop, so they may give me a little bit more wiggle room here. But if we go to take Andrew Wiggins, so like see what it says. So it says wager exceeds the maximum. So even if I wanted to put $100 in this, they won't allow me to because I have limits for NBA. So I'm just gonna put what I can on it. But yeah. Limits are going to happen if you guys are consistently doing positive EV. And sometimes it's not even about how much money you're making. Sometimes it's just about beating that closing line. So I haven't quite figured out exactly what the process is. I think it might vary from sportsbook to sportsbook in terms of why people get limited. But that's the main reason, or the main two reasons that I would think. I love finding value and sniping it. What an absolute rush to find fire picks. Yeah, dude. I mean, honestly, when people understand what positive EV is and like finding value, I think the term value is like very loosely thrown around. Like people will give you like, this is what this person's done in their last 5 games, and Prize Picks has this at this line. How stupid is that? There's value on the over, right? Like people just make up BS excuses to take things, and it's like value is not a subjective thing. Like value is rooted in numbers. So like what we're doing right now, we're getting value. If somebody tries to give you some long write-up of how a person has been performing and what they're going to do tonight, that's like, what are you talking about? Like, the only acceptable reason is if you're somebody who does a ton of research with that and trying to like figure out somebody how they're going to perform, and then at least getting the best line, like the best price for that prop. But like I said, 98% of people are not profitable, and there's a good amount of people who are, quote, cappers that don't know what they're doing either. We had somebody on Twitter, I'm not even going to say their name because they don't deserve a shout out, but somebody posted saying that like being a capper is easy. All you have to do is just flip a coin for a specific prop and then just take that. Like, how dumb is that? Like, it's honestly mind-blowing how many people trust those people with their money, how many people pay subscriptions to people who have no clue what they're doing. I mean, it's ridiculous to me, honestly. Outlier is amazing for data research trust. So I have no problem with that as long as you're getting the best line, because research on, you know, previous performances and that sort of stuff, outlier, like that stuff is great for the casual bettor, but like if you're somebody who's actually looking to make money, at least be taking the right line, you know? I say we start on taking the unders on Prize Picks popular tab. Yeah, that's a good strategy. Not really. We'd have to back it up, but if you guys are on Fliff, really good prop here. Trey Jones over 3.5 assists in the Bulls and 76ers game at plus 120 on Fliff. Half a unit on that, 1.39% positive EV. Super good value there compared to the rest of the market. Yeah, we've talked about this before. I actually had a tweet blow up because a ton of people were hating on me for saying that if you're taking the popular tab picks, that you're an absolute bozo. Some people load up Prize Picks and they just click on the NBA popular tab and they take picks from there. And I mean, it's ridiculous because like you got goblins on, like, if you're taking goblins on Prize Picks, you're also a bozo. Like, you have no idea what you're doing if you're taking goblins. You have props like this. Like, how many of you guys think that, like, this right here, 19.2 thousand people have played Yabusele, 21.5 PRA. Okay, there's a good chance that probably 90% of those people are on his under, and the only reasoning is because he's gone under in his last 5 games. How stupid is that? You guys are actually dumb if that's how you think you make money, like playing on sports. Do I use AI to make bets? No. We use our sportsbook bot. It's not AI, it's just actually programmed for, you know, scraping the market data. What's the premium price on the Discord? 99 cents right now if you guys want to get in. That's available through the link in my bio. Yeah, this is like, I mean, if you're taking this prop, like, you're an absolute bozo. Now, listen, I say that now. Later in the day, this prop could become positive EV. Our prop, or our bot, could actually ping this prop to take Yabusele under 21.5 PRA. At that point, I would say, okay, that's fine. That's a good prop to take. I'm going to take that. But if I go look right now and he's minus 120 on the over, you're dumb for taking this because there's no value in it. People think that this is value. People think that, oh, he's gone under in his last 5, so therefore this is value. Do you not think that Prize Picks knows what they're doing? That's how they make so much money. People love to take picks because they think that the sports books or the apps have the line set wrong. That's the craziest part to me. These companies are so much smarter than you, and until, like, even myself, until I understood that I am not smarter than the sports books, I would have never made money. You have to understand that the sports books are smarter than you. Your only job is to out leverage them, meaning take advantage of the line discrepancies, take advantage of the spots where you think that not that where you think, but where a price is misvalued. Okay, a lot of these people think that that Prize Picks is setting their lines wrong, and that's considered value. No, like you guys are not understanding the simple fact of profitability is being able to leverage where they are not wrong, but try to find where the line discrepancies are. Like, you can't sit here and say, look, like, I mean, if you look at this right here, he's averaging what, like maybe 15 PRA over his last 5, so this line should be there. No, that's not how that works. That's not how that works at all. What prop are you talking about? We're on the I know you guys can't see on TikTok. We're on the Prize Picks popular tab for Yabusele's 21.5 PRA that's been played by 19.2 thousand people. His last 5 is all under, so we're talking about how people genuinely will load up their Prize Picks app and go to the popular tab like sheep and just tail everybody else's picks. Like, it's so sad. Like, that's how you guys lose money. You guys wonder why you're depositing into Prize Picks every single week. That's why. You guys don't know what you're doing. So you like him for over or under? No, I'm not telling you to take either side. I'm telling you that there's no value in this prop. Don't be a sheep. Don't just tail other people. Okay? Discord, I'll drop the link again. It's free to join the Discord. Don't follow the sheep. I definitely don't know what I'm doing. Help. Hey, I honestly, I respect that for you being able to admit that. I actually respect that a lot, because I think a lot of people I think there's a lot of people, especially cappers in this space, that will continue to say that they're winning and they're just losing money. And it's like, it's really sad that people fall for that, which is why I try to be as literally as transparent as possible. Dude, it's sports betting, not that serious. Hey, if you are okay with losing money, that's totally on you. I know a lot of people do it just for fun. I am making this another stream of income for me. Like, that's literally how I look at this, and that's what it is. You can make money for a living off of sports if you know what you're doing. You have to treat it like an investment, though. You can't just say, hey, I'm going to throw a couple bucks at a 12-leg parlay and hope that it hits. That's not how this works. It's not something that's supposed to get you rich, like overnight. It's a process. It's a long-term process, and it's an investment. And if you treat it as such, then you'll be able to, turn it into at least another stream of income for you. But it can also be something full-time. Where's the link? I just pinned it, if you're looking for the Discord link. If not, you can access it through the link in my bio. We cooking up a slip? Yeah, we're trying to. I mean, there's not a ton of value right now on Prize Picks Underdog. It looks like. I know we already got out a couple slips for the Dub Club, or not this morning, but like last night. Looks like Underdog might have something. Looks like Josh Giddey's already gotten taken down though. Maybe we go to Khalil Ware. Under 1.5 blocks. Nope, they've already taken it down. Hard Rock. We're gonna go back to Hard Rock. 2-man for tonight. Don't run 2-mans if you're talking about Prize Picks. There's hardly any value to do that. I say hardly. There's no value to do that. The only rare occurrence that you'll ever have value for a 2-man parlay, which I haven't seen in years, is typically around game time, because what'll happen is the markets will be shifting so much to where you're able to just kind of take advantage of them lacking, you know, so like that 30 minutes to an hour before game time, you might be able to snag something. But like I said before, it's got to be like minus 163 or higher. So question, you said that prop had no value. If it was a... Yeah, if it is, then yeah, that changes everything. It just depends on the market data. So like, I mean, I literally was only basing that by saying it has no value based off of the fact that it's his last 5. I'm just assuming that that's why it was played. His last 5 is all red. That's typically what you see among the popular tabs. So like, once again, Paul George, under 29.5 PRA is like, oh, he's gone over that, under that in his last 5 games. You know, I didn't look at anything with the market. I'm just saying that a lot of the props that are on the popular tab typically are just based off of somebody's last 5 performance. And that's a pretty common thing to see. Nas Reed over, lock it down. Lots of props aren't up yet. Yeah, that could be the case. Can you do women's hoops 3-on-3? If not, hard to pick if you watch. Do I even have... I don't even know if I have... Oh, UNR. That's what this is. Are there lines for this? Like, if I pull up DraftKings right now, can I find this or no? Basketball. UNR. I don't even know where that is. If there's not odds for it, I'm not going to take it, because everything I do is based off of taking odds. Like if there's no odds to back it up, then there's no true value. Unless you're strictly doing like middling, meaning like if Ionescu's over, if she's at 18.5 here and she's at 20.5 on Underdog, then you can take the over 18.5 on Prize Picks and the under 20.5 on Underdog. That's the only reason that I would take that. If there's no odds to back it up, though, I'm not gonna play it. All right, we're going back to Josh Giddey. Looks like he's got another prop that is positive EV, and it looks like they took that one down as well. Underdog is quick, man. They try to not allow anything because of the streaks. They don't want to be giving out $10,000 left and right. If you guys haven't followed me on Twitter yet, go to @Trident_DFS. I'm going to be posting a streaks pick later, as well as our Fliff ladder challenge. Make sure you put notifications on, and you guys will get notified whenever I send those out. You almost hit yesterday. No info first year. Well, I guess congrats. I wouldn't really be taking anything without any odds, though. A lot of people think that their ball knowledge is going to make them money, but that's a pretty quick thing to figure out that doesn't work. It might work short term, but remember, this is a long-term game. Long-term mentality. All right, Bovada. We're going to go to the Hawks game versus the Heat. We're on Bovada right now. Clint Capella under 14.5 PRA. Where are you at? At plus 110. This prop is still up. 1 unit on this one, 2.17% positive EV. You guys see the rest of the market there has this about minus 115. We're going to go to FanDuel now. Go to the Bulls game. We're going to go to points, and we're going to take Vucevic to score 20 plus at plus 122. About 2 units on this, 2.5 units, 6.35% positive EV. Rest of the market has this around minus 125 to minus 105. So really good value on this as well. Once again, that is Vucevic, 20 plus points, plus 122 on FanDuel. Beginner's luck. Yeah, that's a true thing, dude. A lot of people get into it and they think that as soon as they hit something, they're like, oh, this is going to make me a lot of money, and yet they have no idea what they're doing. That Bovada prop is still up as well. So if you're on Bovada, Clint Capella under 14.5 PRA plus 110. Would you be able to explain what units are briefly? Of course. Units are a very simple term that is just kind of common along, what sports betting is. So what I always refer to a unit, it's essentially a word to describe a way of, gosh, how do I put this? I always look at a unit as 1% of my bankroll, and it's used for people to allow other people to know how much to put on a certain prop. Because $100 to me may mean a lot different than $100 to you in comparison to our bankrolls. So if I say, okay, put 1 unit on that, that is 1% of your bankroll. So that could be that 1% is different for me and for you, but we both know what that means. Okay. Some people, it really depends on where you go. Some people will say a unit is like 2 to 3% of your bankroll. I've always looked at it as 1%. I think that's an easy way to kind of just, go through all of my props and stuff as saying, 1 unit here, half unit there, all of that stuff. That's honestly, again, like I said, be careful of who you're listening to, I guess, because it is something that fluctuates. But at the end of the day, you are the one who determines your bankroll, which is essentially how much money you set aside for putting money on sports. And then from that, figure out the math of how much you feel comfortable as your unit. Yeah, no problem. I think we have that in our betting terminology. No, I need to add that. We do have, however, bankroll in here somewhere. Yeah. Bankroll management. Boom. Yeah, so again, we already talked about this at once, but yesterday we just put this up. This is a terminology page for betting. So if you guys are unfamiliar with sports betting, or if you're brand new to Prize Picks, if you're brand new to anything, and you want to just kind of get your knowledge up on the terminology around the space, you guys can definitely join the Discord. It's free to join. You guys can check this channel out. Tons of good information here for you guys, even if you're just a free member. What are my locks? Locks do not exist. There are no locks. There are no guaranteed picks. Which part do you go to in your Discord? For what? For picks? Or if you're asking for the terminology, if you got to scroll down to betting resources, you'll see our terminology channel for you guys there. For picks, so if you guys are a Dub Club member, if you are in the elite tier or the pro tier, you guys will see underneath capper slips, you'll see my name. It'll say Grayson Elite. Or if you're a pro member, you'll just see that Grayson Pro. Those are where I post my official DFS picks, as well as you guys have access to the mod slips underneath that, which are also more picks from people who are moderators in the Discord that also have a very good idea of what positive EV means, and those are all valuable plays as well if you have the bankroll for it. And then below that, you guys will see all of the different sportsbook bots that if you're an elite tier member, you'll have access to those as well. Here's a good prop on BetMGM. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce his name. Somebody on the Hawks, I believe. The Heat and Hawks game, over half a three-pointer at plus 120. I guess I have to pronounce this for the TikTok people, but Muhammad Guy? I don't even know. I don't even know how to pronounce that, but he's on the Hawks, I believe. Over half a three, plus 120 on BetMGM. You guys see this line is at minus 105 to about minus 115 on these other sportsbooks down here. Unit sizing is how you manage your bankroll better. Absolutely. If you guys ever feel like talking to me one-on-one in the Discord, you guys can open up a support ticket and we can discuss, what exactly should be the best approach for you in terms of like how you should be managing your bankroll and what your unit size should be. If you ever have questions about that, definitely let me know. A lot of people in here are asking me my thoughts on props. If you're asking me my thoughts, I hate to break it to you, but having thoughts, having opinions, having gut feelings, confidence, all that stuff means nothing, okay? Everything that you do should be based off of statistics, meaning the numbers behind it. I'm not saying statistics as in like, okay, if so-and-so has hit this line in 5 straight games, you should take his over. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying look at the market, figure out where the numbers are, the math, the math behind a specific play. And if you don't know that, we're going to have to there's a ton of knowledge involved with this. So like the whole reason why I have my Dub Club and my Discord, there's different levels to it. You guys can join because you're brand new and you want to just, learn the knowledge behind it. Some people literally just want to say, hey, I'm going to join. I'm going to tell your plays. I'm not going to be active in the Discord at all. I'm just going to make money. That's also completely fine with me. The whole reason I made this, though, because I want to be able to teach more people about positive EV, because I was able to almost see behind the curtains of how many people are not profitable in this space, in this industry, and it's alarming. If there's a lot of people who are just throwing away money because it's not because they want to, but because they just don't know what they're doing. So I'm trying to give you guys every little bit of information, and I don't want to just come off here and just be like, rambling, which is essentially what I do a lot of the time. That's why I also want to give you guys the plays. That's why we're here for this full hour, to give you guys the sportsbook props as well as Prize Picks and Underdog, if there are any, based off of the bot that posts them. So that's why I always tell you guys, if you have any questions whatsoever, I'll try my best to answer them. A lot of times people say like, certain questions that are going to take me a long time to explain, so I'll have to bring it down a little bit and compact it a little bit. But yeah, you're right, definitely need to bet more smart as well. This 6-leg parlay isn't feasible. Well, the best parlay to take if you're talking about Prize Picks is the 6-pick flex, because it is the most profitable over time. A lot of people just can't stomach the losses, though. They see that they've lost 5 in a row and they think, oh, this isn't the right strategy. For the people who may have joined the Dub Club in the last 2 days, where we've had 2 red days in a row, that's totally fine. If you guys go to our daily recaps and look back last month, we finished up over 40 units, and yet we had like a 6-day streak of just red. Like no profitable days for 6 days, and yet we were up on the month. It's a long-term process. We've had months in the past where we've gone down. We haven't had any in the last, 8 months, but like, you guys got to be able to understand this is a long-term thing. A lot of people get on Prize Picks thinking they're going to put $100 on something that's going to immediately hit, and you've already broken every rule there is to profitable sports betting. You've already not managed your bankroll. You've already done probably no research, no legitimate research, and you're also most likely just tailing other people blindly, which there's, to an extent, like, I'm not going to sit here and make myself the exception, because if you want to do research on the props that I put out as well, you can, but they're not props that I'm putting out. They are backed by the statistics. I've already walked through my process of how I find plays. So it's not even just trusting me, it's trusting the numbers, which are completely safe to do. You can trust numbers. I personally go off the 2-leg parlay route. The percentages of winning low leg parlays is significantly higher. If you're talking about sports books, I'm okay with that. Like the ones that we were talking about earlier, if you want to play 2-pick parlay there, a lot of people just don't understand that like Prize Picks makes most of their money from the people who just play 2 picks and 3 picks, because they think that they have a better chance to hit, which yes, in theory they do, but you also have to understand it's not just a 50-50 shot, right? You're not just taking an over or an under. In order to be profitable with 2 picks, you have to hit at like a 63% clip on individual prop race. It's something insane. And in order to do that, you have to have the math to back it up. You can't just, do your research and just hope that they hit. So 2-pick parlays, I'm all for, unless you're talking about Prize Picks and Underdog, because at that point, there's really not enough value to be playing those, which a lot of people just fail to understand, which is, it's why I try to have to break down the numbers, because remember, there's math behind everything. How much is Elite in the Discord? It's 99 cents to join. Love the Discord so far, learned so much. Curious what you do as your normal job. Believe it or not, this is it. If you guys are curious about what my business model is or what my current job is, for a while I was doing sports betting strictly just that, because I was making so much money off of it. And then the apps and the sportsbooks began to limit me to the point where I couldn't make it my full-time job anymore. And I had to, post my picks. At one point I was getting, I had people in the Prize Picks Discord, tagging me, asking me for what I wanted to play today or what I was playing, so that way they could tail. And I realized that people realized that I was profitable and they wanted to tail my plays. So I took it to Twitter, started gaining traction over there. And that's when I began to monetize it, because if I can't make money, with the plays themselves, or at least enough to, for a living, being able to monetize this with the Discord and the Dub Club is really my only option, because I still want to be able to give you guys that knowledge. And a lot of people think that that's scummy. I personally don't, because I feel like if you have the ability to monetize something, that you should. What I personally think is scummy is all the people that call themselves cappers and have no idea what they're doing, just essentially scamming people, which is super sad. And there's a ton of people in the betting space that do it, that I've seen. And it's hard, because I can't just, go into everybody's comments saying, hey, this guy's a scammer, this guy doesn't know what he's doing, come to my Dub Club or Discord, which is why I guess I come on here, do live videos and stuff, so you guys can talk with me one-on-one, and I guess build a better trust and relationship with me. How many legs on PrizePicks do you suggest for someone who can't flex? 4-pick power would be the best option if you can't flex anything. It won't let me join. DM me if you can't join. I'll try to help you figure things out there. Favorite pick of the day. There's never any favorites. Don't listen to anybody who has favorites or locks or guaranteed picks. How do you pay for it? You can join the Discord in the link in my bio. Dub Creator, I appreciate it. Let's see. Golly, you guys are asking a ton of questions. I will say right now, join the Discord. It's free to join, because a lot of you guys have questions that I'm not able to answer just because I'm trying to go through the chat that's flying right now. We're going to be off of stream in about 5 minutes. So if you guys want to have conversation with me outside of this, make sure to join the Discord. It's free to join. You guys can talk with me there. What made me good at placing bets? For a while, so I was in college, I really got into sports betting because I had played sports my whole life, and I thought that I would be good based off of my ball knowledge, right? I lost a ton of money. I was literally gambling with my rent money that I shouldn't have, and I lost money. And I took a step back, and I realized that it's a numbers game, and that there was a very small group of people who were into this positive EV strategy, and I learned it, and I started applying it. I started seeing the results, and that's continued for the last few years that I've done this. And now it's just trying to get those people to the general public to understand that what they're doing is wrong, right? Like the thing that a lot of people trust nowadays are the people who spend 6 hours a day researching and just finding trends and certain statistics, and so-and-so performs this way when he's wearing a white jersey, or so-and-so performs like this when he's playing at home. Like, all that stuff is taken into account by the sports books, and being able to understand, okay, I can just read the sports books lines and then take advantage of that on apps like PrizePicks and Underdog. That's really what it was. A long process. It wasn't easy, but now it's my job to try and make things easy for you guys, because I've already been through the path of losing a ton of money, and I've already known what I've done wrong. So, oh gosh, let's see. Don't see the Discord here. I'll post it one more time in the chat. The Discord link is not directly in my bio, by the way. It is in my Instagram bio, which is in tridentdfs.com. That's where you guys can access it. But TikTok is very, strict about what's allowed, so I can't post the Discord link directly in my bio. What stats do I look for? I look for anything that's profitable. I don't look at stats. I look at sportsbook lines and the market. Do I do live bets? Occasionally. I heard that you seem more real. Like me? I don't know what that means. We don't see the photo? What do you mean? I'm trying to keep up with all these. What odds do I look for? So in order for you to be profitable on PrizePicks with a 6-pick flex, which is the most profitable slip type, you need to be hitting at least 54.2% of your individual props. So translating that to the odds for a sports book, it's about minus 138. So just shy of minus 140, not minus 135, minus 138 and higher. You can't just look at one sports book though. You should probably get a better feel for the market, which is why I tell you guys, join the Discord and get access to our sportsbook bot, because it does that. It's able to scrape the data from the market, several different sports books, and combine lines, so that way you guys are able to see the exact profitability of certain props. That lock of day and stuff like that. Yeah, lock of the day, all that stuff is like fake. Like that's just for people to get extra engagement. There's no such thing as locks. I post my 4 plays on Twitter that are like good value, but I don't ever claim to say like these are locks. Like make sure you get these in because they are guaranteed hitting. Once I find your Discord, how do I become a member or subscribe to learn and also use picks? So once you're in the Discord, you're going to have the getting started page, which will show you exactly how to connect your Dub Club to the Discord. And then also it'll show you how the rest of the server is laid out, where you guys can find picks, where you guys can access the sportsbook bots, where you can access the betting resources, such as our terminology page and the frequently asked questions and all of that. That's all in there. I learned from you, bro, not going to lie. Since I started just betting off EV using optimizer my pick and green. Awesome, dude. That's good to hear. I feel like that's what's the best part is like there's honestly 2 different people who join like for positive EV. Like once they learn it, it's either the people who try it out for like a week and it's a losing week or a cold streak or whatever, and they're like, you know, this sucks. This whole math thing is garbage, which you guys will see a lot of those on Twitter. The people who just like go on positive EV capper pages and just say like, positive EV is a scam, all that stuff. It's so funny to me because then you have other people like yourself. I hear a lot of testimonials about how somebody's betting experience completely changes, like similar to mine. We had somebody last year who sent a picture in our little like testimonials channel. They bought a truck with the winnings from the Discord, which was like the coolest thing ever to me. I was like, you know, I always see like the little ones where it's like, you know, hey, I was able to buy my mom, you know, a birthday present or buy my dad something for Christmas. That's all great. But this dude bought a truck with his winnings. And I was like, dude, that's crazy. But yeah, I've had a lot of good stories told, which is really awesome to see. Because I mean, at the end of the day, I want to make sports betting an enjoyable thing for you guys. Because like I said, I've already been down the path of just seeing money just fly out the window and continuing to have to deposit on Prize Picks. So yeah, I've already been down that road. We're gonna have to wrap up stream though since it's 12:30. Listen, please follow me on everything, whether it's TikTok, whether it's Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff, Threads. I'm there. Okay, make sure you guys are following me on all those platforms. I appreciate everybody who's been in the TikTok live so far. I'm gonna upload a video in just about 5 minutes that you guys can check out. If you guys want to get in the Discord, go to the link in my bio. For some of you guys, that is a direct link to tridentdfs.com. For others, like on TikTok, you guys will have to go through the Instagram to then access that. I just totally lost my train of thought. Discord is there. The Dub Club is there. You guys can access that. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, whatever platform you're watching on, go ahead and DM me. I'll do my best to get back with you. If you are in the Discord, I would prefer for you guys to open a support ticket, and then I can actually talk with you one-on-one a little bit easier, just because I spend most of the time in the Discord and not just in my DMs. But yeah, that's going to do it for today. Remember, we are live every Monday through Friday, or every day Monday through Friday, from 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Eastern time for about an hour. But yeah, we got a huge slate tonight, so make sure you guys get in the Discord for all of the plays and also access to the Sportsbook bot. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning. So peace out, guys.
Fine as hell, I'm spinning here inside your spell. My mind is start to wander. Miss the day, I stay up late at my